Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today on the Matty J Wrestling channel, first upload on the channel. And we are here today to predict NXT Takeover XXX, aka NXT 30. Big milestone for the NXT brand and the WWE in general to have been able to appreciate NXT and keep it going all this time. Now, to start off with the night, the pre-show will have Legado del Fantasma versus Breezango versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. I believe Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch will be winning this match due to the appearances each one has had on NXT in singles action. May have been warming us up to them to be able to then give them a title opportunity. And Legado del Fantasma and Breezango are kind of already fighting. They're already in their own sort of feud. So I believe if that they would just give an opportunity to one of them, that would feel kind of awkward. And if that the entire time Breezango and Legado del Fantasma are facing each other, that leaves an opening for Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch to be able to pick up the victory and head to fight Imperium, yes. Next match I'm going to talk about. Finn Balor will be taking on Timothy Thatcher. Finn Balor on the last NXT Takeover in your house, Finn Balor was able to defeat Damian Priest in what I believe was the match of the night. Some people believed it was the triple threat that main evented the show. Debatable. But then we take a look at what Timothy Thatcher has been doing. He turned on Matt Riddle, beat him in the fight pit, and then he went on to face Oni Lorcan in some pretty good wrestling matches. So, and I'm high on Timothy Thatcher. I think he should seriously be a champion in no time. So I think the win goes to Timothy Thatcher, because I don't believe Finn Balor needs a win here if he's not currently going after any of the NXT championships, and he isn't going to be getting called up anytime soon. I believe Timothy Thatcher picking up the win here makes the most sense, and Timothy Thatcher could rather fight for the NXT championship soon or go up against whoever wins in the NXT North American ladder match later on tonight. Now I'm using CBS's match card page, so I'll be going in order from there now. And the next one they have there is Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. I am excited to see what Pat McAfee is able to do. He was a punter in the NFL. Which means he has to have a good amount of athleticism. And with the video he put out, I think a week ago, of him training for about a minute, he can perform big moves. Now it just depends on if that he can perform them at Takeover and not have botches. Which, against Adam Cole, I feel like this is definitely the best pick they could have had if that Pat McAfee is gonna be a wrestler for a bit. So we might have two debuts. We might have two wrestling debuts in WWE this weekend. We know Dominic Mysterio is going to be debuting in his first match. And Pat McAfee might become a serious wrestler, because he has been in an association with NXT before, years ago. So if this is a culmination of him training to be a wrestler for well over a year now, which I believe he may have been, Adam Cole's still winning this, though. Adam Cole can't lose it. Pat McAfee was able to do a great promo this week on NXT, but he made a big mistake and spoiled the outcome of the match. He continuously said, "I've only been training for 2 weeks." You cannot have the longest reigning NXT champion lose to someone who, in storyline wise, has only been training for 2 weeks. Unless Undisputed Era breaks up or there's some other interference, and if there is, this match didn't need to happen then. But I think that it's going to be an actual match. I think maybe a 10-minute match here. Adam Cole getting most of the offense in. Pat McAfee coming in at the end. Make it look like he might actually be able to pick up the win. But Adam Cole, I think, will pick up the win by the end of the night. Next up, we have the NXT Women's Championship. The champion, Io Shirai, going one-on-one with Dakota Kai with, what's the name? Gonzalez in her corner. So Dakota Kai and Gonzalez has a first name, I don't remember it right now. But practically this is a 2-on-1 match. This is practically a handicap match. But thankfully it isn't actually a handicap match, as we have seen Braun Strowman do 2 handicap matches for a title. Neither of them were that enjoyable. So, Dakota Kai deserves this match. But Io Shirai just won the title at the pay-per-view. And having a big win with some in what can be considered a 2-on-1 situation. Io Shirai picking that up can continue to build her up as a champion. So Io Shirai will win and retain the NXT Women's Championship. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is right. Next up on the list, we have the NXT North American Championship. Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano versus Cameron Grimes versus Velveteen Dream. I'm just gonna immediately address the elephant in the room, and that is Velveteen Dream being back on TV and in a title match immediately. If WWE was able to go through all the evidence and did not find that Velveteen Dream was guilty, then I am not gonna hold it against him, and I'm not gonna see him on TV and be like, he shouldn't be there. But I definitely know for a fact Velveteen Dream cannot win this match, because too many people are still not sold on the fact that Dream didn't do it, because there hasn't been any evidence to prove that he didn't. So Dream is not winning this match. Without a doubt, not winning this match. Next up, on who I don't believe will win this match, Bronson Reed. He is talented, but I don't believe he is quite at the point where that a title is he's gonna have the fans behind him if he wins this match. So that leads to Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, and Cameron Grimes. Next one who I don't believe will be winning this, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano will not win this match just because he doesn't need it. He's probably the most well-known name in this match. And he's just there to make this match a little bit more prestigious and a little bit make it look like the winner earned it a bit more than they may have if it was someone like if that he had lost the match, which I thought he was going to lose the match on NXT this past week. If that Gargano did lose the match, there might not have been as much prestige to this match. So I feel like that's the only reason Gargano is in this match. So I believe Gargano will not be winning this title. That leaves Damian Priest and Cameron Grimes in this match. And it could go either way. It could really go either way. I believe either of them winning this match is the right call. Because Cameron Grimes, whether you love him as a heel, you love how good of a heel he is being, or you hate him because he's doing that good. So, and then you look over at Damian Priest. Like I said, he faced Finn Balor in what I believed was a great match. And what many people also believed was a great match. Damian Priest turned face after that match, which I didn't believe was the right call. But seeing how he fits into this match, now I see that it is. And I've been high on Damian Priest since day one that he's been there. So my pick is Damian Priest to be the new North American champion coming out of this match. And I believe his first feud will probably be with Cameron Grimes. Now we get to the final match of NXT TakeOver. Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross. I'm just gonna come out and say who I believe is winning. Karrion Kross is. For many reasons. Kross loses. He loses his winning streak. He ran through Tommaso Ciampa, and Dominik Dijakovic is no longer with us because of his match against Karrion Kross. So, him losing to Keith Lee, sure, it builds up Keith Lee, but who isn't already on board with Keith Lee having this title? He doesn't need to get a big win over someone who has been dominating. Although Keith Lee did just win the title, losing to Karrion Kross does not make him look bad. And I believe this will be his last match in NXT. I believe he'll get called up after this, maybe in a month or so. But I believe he's gone, just like Tommaso Ciampa was. So Karrion Kross. NXT TakeOver. In a bit, SummerSlam will be uploaded. No, tomorrow SummerSlam will be uploaded on channel because I'm not sure if any other matches are going to get added on SmackDown. Until then.